State lawmakers today began the first of a series of Beacon Hill budget hearings. 22 News reporter Christine Lee is standing by live in Boston to tell us why they're giving the Patrick administration a hard time.
Legislative budget leaders are calling the governor out on past promises and funding priorities, but the Patrick administration says they're doing their best under current circumstances.
And unfortunately, we have the most families in the history of Massachusetts living in hotels and motels.
State lawmakers criticized Governor Deval Patrick's 2015 state budget proposal for not fulfilling some of the governor's goals by the end of his term, such as eliminating homelessness by 2014. State lawmakers said Patrick's budget increases funding for short-term shelters but cuts long-term solutions like rental assistance programs.
We need a little bit of bump in our accounts.
State lawmakers further questioned why funding wasn't increased for cities and towns and why property taxes weren't reduced as Patrick had promised in previous campaigns. Administration and Finance Secretary Glenn Short said education funding, pension reform, and municipal health insurance reform have decreased costs for cities and towns overall.
We believe that the full breadth of measures we have provided to municipalities gives them tools, important tools to manage finances.
When asked why the state wasn't spending $100 million it's authorized to borrow for transportation projects, Secretary Shore said the state couldn't afford it anymore. He fired back that the governor proposed raising $1 billion in revenue last year for road and bridge repairs, but the state legislature approved only half that sum. A total of 7 state budget hearings will be held across the state in the coming weeks, and the Massachusetts House is expected to release their state budget proposal in April. Live at the State House, Christine Lee, 22 News.